It's the Caitlin
I'm gonna take this Broadside Bombardiers out of this hand, out of this pack. That card's fucking nuts. Necromancy's also reasonable. Reasonable pack one, pick one. Kozilek's totally fine if you're in a Kozilek sort of mood. What a shake pack. Yeah, sort of. It had some playables at least. Broadside's kind of a fucked up card. Oh my god. So I love Mana Crypt in red aggro. It's like the best fucking thing. The issue with this Mana Crypt is then you're sending the worst goddamn signal of all time. It's just the worst signal. Third pick Ragavan. Wow, red must really be open. That's fine though. We don't have to be mono red. We could be like Boros. Share red with another drafter. Like Sir Lancelot and King Arthur sharing well, there's something they shared. Anyway, I'm gonna take this Mana Crypt. Just a better card. Wow, this is not a follow-up. Could take Heath. Could take Heath and look at Naya colors. I like a Mox Opal more than most. Could just do artifact things. Abandon the Broadside. I don't hate that plan. I don't hate either of those plans. I think they're both fine. As long as you have a plan, right? A Passionate Knight? Yeah. Actually, yes, Sir and Lowell. There's that one version. Does anyone know the movie I'm talking about? Where King Arthur, like, discovers Sir Lancelot's fucking his wife. And, like, his solution is that they have a threesome. He's like, you're my best friend, and you're my wife. I don't want to lose anybody. Guess we just all have to bone. Just go to Bone Town. It's definitely a porno. No! This was a real movie! Transformers. You haven't seen that version? Well, I'm gonna Inti here. Sword of the Meat fits the Opal pick better. Inti's so good, though. I'm Googling this now. Sir Lancelot, King Arthur, threesome, film. It had Clive Owen in it. Yeah, it sounds right. Shadowspear is pretty dope. I think I'm supposed to take the Fiery Confluence. Just keep cutting red. There's zero chance that's a safe search. Yeah, my boss is gonna get real mad at me. Oh, I think it's the Mists of Avalon, which was adapted into a show, not a film like I was thinking. The Guy Ritchie one. Yeah, I was kind of excited to watch the Guy Ritchie one until I was like 10 minutes in and I was like, nah, I didn't want this actually. Ooh. Bone Crusher versus Wheel of Fortune here. The Embercleave kind of puts me in a Bone Crusher Giant sort of direction. That Wheel of Fortune's so tempting. The card's so fun. Yeah, Ferocidon, Lightning Greaves, Talisman, Volcanic Island, all options. We haven't seen these blue-red duels go around. I think I'm just going to keep stacking critters. Stack them up! And if I was serious about this Mox Opal, I'd be taking, like, artifact stuff, like Porcelain Legionnaire, be aggressive about it. Oh, man, maybe I should be serious about it. These are all, like, good cards. You know? 3 solid playables. Still lapping the table at the end there. I think Bowman Courier was the weakest of the 3, actually. Yeah, I wonder if I should have grabbed that Porcelain Legionnaire. Potentially turn on Mox Opal. You've killed multiple people with Shrapnel Blast? You sick fuck. Were any of them at 5 exactly? I got from 5 exactly the other day. It was not Excalibur. Excalibur is a sick movie, though. A lot of really sweet shots in it. Highly recommend that one, actually. Oh, wow. So Ancient Tomb helps our curve out a lot. But 4th is just like a stupid good top deck. The worst would be if we took the Ancient Tomb and then it ended up splashing white anyway. It looks like the Artifact deck would have worked out. It was sort of the Meekentopter Foundry. Either direction would have worked. Yeah, I'm going to take the Ancient Tomb, but I'm very not confident. Just because of like how many games I've won with the top decked 4th. And how like good it's been to splash in general. What porn was that? I wasn't talking about a porn! God damn it. It was a serious film moment! I would watch that porn, though. This is not a top 8, nope. No, he switched off the 64s. Too much waiting time for the next one. Yeah, if we take that 4th, we'd be on Solitude right now. Just, like, dip it into white. Hangerback's a little piddly, but it is a creature. You know, we do care about our creature count for Embercleave. And if I want to play that Shrapnel Blast, having a random artifact around is not the worst. Kind of cute with Inti loading it up with 1/1 counters. Oh, it's a good one to stack to Bombardiers, too. Yeah, we care about Bombardiers fodder. And you can play it off colorless mana. That's also relevant. Hey, a card. Interesting. I want to play that City of Traders, just like all the colorless 2-mana things. I think we're supposed to Hellrider over FTK. I want to FTK. I guess I want to play them both. 3 options here, right? The top, the Talisman, and the Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Phyrexian Dragon Engine's kind of a cool one to loot away, and we have 3 loot effects, right? Between Inti, Seasoned Pyromancer, and Fable. And then it's also not bad to sack to Shrapnel Blast or Broadside. Deck really doesn't need another 3-drop, but I think I do like it here. To my left, I'm passing to my right currently. This is pack 2. It seems like whoever took the Ragavan may have moved off of it, because we've been getting red cards fine. Or maybe we're just the only 2 red drafters. I don't think it's going to be a Goblin Engineer deck. Retrofitter's weirdly tempting. I think I want Flame Slash, just to get stuff out of the way. Opal in. If I took the Retrofitter, I would have added Opal, yeah. I don't think we're quite there for Opal. Maybe I can grab it and throw it next to the Shrapnel Blast, so don't forget about it. Red-White Aggro's been real. Enlightened Master. Red-White Aggro's been, like, one of the better archetypes since 4th and Athari got added. But you're just saying, like, Mox Opal's better in Boros now? I can see that. Yeah, sure. Who took the Sword of the Meek and then is just, like, letting this Thopter Foundry lap? What kind of sick bastard? Yeah, our best cards are, like, just more fast mana. We could actually use some 4s, too. Maybe that 4/4 Trample Haster. No, I don't, Shinny. Good luck with that. Well, there's another 4. There's also the City Traders. I do not, Bremner. A game that's in development, Bahood. Where's that Raptor I was talking about? Yeah, we're unlikely to get past an actual Mox, but sometimes you see Chrome Mox go late, and that'd still be great here. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Tom, is Chaos Defiler in Cube yet? No. Not the Vintage Cube, and it might not ever be in the Vintage Cube. Due to their distribution contract with Games Workshop. Because the only way that you can get them the Warhammer 40k cards is by buying the precons. So I think that's just like what their licensing agreement has, and I don't think they can put them into random boosters and whatnot, even if it's just cube. I think they'd have to like work out a cut of sales to Games Workshop based on like how many of their cards get drafted, or just like impossible numbers. Not really a pack for me, is it? Can you get them from the bots? Yeah, because the bots have bought the precons, Mark. Like, the only way to get them is from the precons. Like they can't put them into like treasure boost. I'm talking about from Daybreak, from Magic Online. You're talking about getting them from like another person, another business. It's not like the bots are printing the cards, right? Does that mean one would have to buy 4 of each precon to get a playset of the Warhammer 40k cards? Correct, Zenwoom. Yeah, I dropped like 400. Nabbed them all recently. So once Cube season's over, I'm going to spend at least a few days on Legacy. But yeah, they might be hard to get. Because I don't think they're going to be in the store forever, right? And then if there's supply issues down the line, they can obviously re-add them. Well, I kind of wish I'd grabbed that Retrofitter now, huh? This Academy's kind of interesting. Maybe we can wield the Brea's Apprentice. I'm into it. Is the Moto Legacy meta card pool pretty much one-on-one with paper now? We're missing... I think we're still missing contraptions. But Daybreak at least gave us sticker name Goblin, or at least an approximate sticker name Goblin. It's not the same card exactly. Because if you're going to play sticker name Goblin in person, you would know how much mana it was going to make. Whereas on Moto, like, you have to play it and then it rolls the die. And is there a chance I want this Mind Collapse? I think there's a better chance I want this Lantern. Turn it into a Karn deck, huh? Yeah, I think my biggest whiff was passing that Retrofitter, in retrospect. Pirate Spellbomb looking better. Yeah, man, I was in the seat that should have been blue-red artifacts. The wheel that we really care about is that Brea's Apprentice card. I think the Lava Mancer coming back late. It's a good sign for that. Hey, Mr. Hyde, thanks for the $5. I think this was the Brea's pack, right? Or was it the next one? I don't remember. And thanks for the sub, Bremner. Thanks for the 69 months. Nice. You forgot about Prime? Nah, you didn't. You remembered the Prime. This Sir Ginger might be fucked up. Got a few different ways to, like, sack artifacts. Like Bombardiers, sack another creature or something. Trigger mid-combat. Alright, let's play the Summer Quest. Battle Juice, Crimson Light. Trax Monster Disco. Yes! Yeah, this isn't like the Nutter Butters red deck, but it's got some good stuff going on. Yeah, Bloodscribe. You're also like, it's also never going to trigger, so it's just pure downside, the Valakut. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Bleak Scrams. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 25 months. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, your land coming into play tapped in an aggro deck is a huge deal. And getting a Lightning Bolt once you have like 10 lands in play or something is a very low deal. Because Vintage Cube games just usually don't last that long, especially when one of the decks is an aggro deck, right? Either you win or lose pretty quickly. The decks that trigger Valakuts are the ones that like have a bunch of cards to like let them get extra lands into play very quickly. Exploration fast bond decks. That sort of deal. Dryad decks. Oh shit, what up? Hey Rainboy, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 6 months. Yeah, let's fucking go. Kind of needs a mana crypt, It's cute to go into discard Dragon Engine on the Sir Ginger. I'm trying to hit a land that way. I think just casting the Dragon Engine's pretty good, though. Hopefully it doesn't backfire here. Right. Are these orcs? Am I getting orked? I'm not. Do I have tips for being successful in a competitive way in Vintage Cube? I wrote an article about how I approach new cubes for Channel Fireball recently. You could dig that up. In terms of being competitive, it's just like getting good at any other limited format, right? Try and learn from people that are better than you. Get your reps in. Think about your plays. Try and review your games, review your drafts. Getting cryptic too. I am. Fair enough. Sam Black wrote an article about cubing recently too. So I can flash in the Brazen Borrower here to try and clear the card. But we do have this Pyrite Spellbomb, which I think I do sack now. Oh, I want to sack it now before damage to pump the Sir Ginger. Damn it. Oh well. Missed a point. I'm sure that won't matter in my red deck. Oh, I could have Flame Slashed instead of Pyriting. That would have been better too. Fuck. Couple whoopsie doodles there. Sure. Yeah, so you see how using the Flame Slash would have been much better than the Pyrite Spellbomb. We could still have that Pyrite Spellbomb in play here. Pumping up my Construct token, juicing my Academy, that sort of thing. Ace of Cakes, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 92 months. This hand's reasonable. I almost like Ancient Tomb, huh? Ancient Tomb, play the Bullman Courier off of it. Down to Karn, and then Academy taps for 4 mana, which lets you fire Confluence and Fable. Actually, that's with an extra mana, right? I am Graven Blood. How did you figure it out? Yeah, those things take, like, a lot of hours. Courier gets a little bit more damage in. I think I'm just supposed to Fable, though. A little better with my mana. Get my loots in. You got it, friend. Good that the Goblin Shaman pumps the Construct here. I'm like overpaying drastically. Yay. Nice and aggressive. Feels like that was a sick fire confluence. Yeah, we saw Soul Ring, so the Shield Breaker is definitely staying in. Could almost play Revoker too. Maybe Vermont. That's a hell of a quote. My booty's been doing some aggressive sitting. What do y'all think about mulling this? I think in a deck with Ancient Tomb and Mana Crypt, you just send this back. And then once you're on 6, you just keep a very similar hand. This crypt has Inti though. Inti's pretty good. We could turn 1 Inti plus Bowman. I think I prefer the Dragon Engine. And then turn 2, you could Inti and pump the Dragon Engine and like start pumping your Double Striker, or you could just play the Raptor, right? I think Raptor's gotta be great. Have I ever heard about the Swedish phrase, I have wood taste in my ass? I have not. The Inti makes the Inti and Currency Converter are pretty sweet together. But yeah, I think I'm just supposed to jam. It's the feeling you get after sitting for too long and your butt starts to hurt a bit. Okay. If someone told me, without that context, if someone told me that they had wood taste in their ass, I would assume that they were using some kind of like old-timey dildo. Like, we didn't always have like silicone or whatever, right? The splinters? Yeah, I mean, I assume they use lots of varnish and stuff. Broom handles, yeah. The OG witches. Shouldn't have played my land here, maybe. Oh, they've got responses. They've got fast effects. Mature rated stream penguin. Right? I think it is. Yeah, this is why I shouldn't have played my land. Oh yeah, like I probably was gonna pump the Double Striker there. Alright, watch a master at work. Fuck. That's about right. Yinti and Currency Converter are pretty gas. Gonna hold on to the Mox Soul to potentially discard next turn. Fair enough, Penguin. Fair enough. Good news is, Lavamancer in. We're playing against an unknown opponent here. No worries, P2 to sell. Fair enough, Penguin. Fair enough. Threat, card. Card, threat, anything? I figured a couple draws. It's pretty free. After all that, we have successfully made a turn 2 Inti. I'm into it. Green Sun for 1. You got it. God, I'm so good at Mana Crypt. I swear I win the flip like almost half the time. Ooh. Till your next end step. So I can activate this currency converter on their turn and get a free spell. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I was a little worried about that. I almost just played Fire Confluence instead of playing the Pyromancer. And now we get to die. Dying is pretty, what's the word? No bueno. Not ideal. Oh, I fucking... God damn it. Not the first time I've done that with currency converter. Yeah, this is a spot where that retrofitter that I passed could actually potentially bail me out. You have a feeling it didn't matter if we Confluence to kill the Noble Hierarch last turn instead of playing the Pyromancer? I mean, they would have taken 4 more damage. They'd be at 13. The Noble Hierarch would be gone, and they wouldn't have Dark Depths until next turn. And then this turn, I would have been playing more stuff. Maybe. I mean, who knows what we would have seen. Game's a lot closer, and you get another turn attacking. More damage in it stuff. They're getting 6 here. Yeah, we have 6 in hand. Seems hard to say that, like, an extra turn has no chance of mattering. I'm not going to show them the Confluence, I don't think. Hey, Rosen, thanks for the 33 months. Oh my god. Yeah, I probably win this game if a couple of different things happen. If I had activated the converter instead of misclicking as intended, we actually would have seen 2 more cards. We would have seen these cards and had plenty of blockers for a Dark Depths. And then if I had played the Fiery Confluence instead of the Pyromancer, we would have had a whole nother turn. And so then even if I misclicked the converter, I still would have been fine there. And there's obviously plenty of damage here to finish off an opponent from 11, right? So I can both feel silly for my misclick. And I hope chat feels silly for being all doomy, like, no way to fucking beat that ever. Well, the opponent played a good card. Better concede. I think I like Arc Trail here. We didn't see anything for Shield Breaker. I think that's just going to be the swap. Swapperoo scheme. If I hadn't played the Pyro, we would have seen 2 less cards anyway. Yeah, but then you have like the whole extra turn, right? You see the more cards with that extra turn. You get another turn of Inti attacking and discarding. You get another turn of Currency Converter activating. And they're, you know, at a lower health total. All that stuff. But I didn't think that was like an egregious mistake, right? Like the Currency Converter would have just like actually got us there if I hadn't misclicked. That was the real bummer. Revoker can't name lands, or it'd be pretty good here. Wish this hand had Mana Crypt, but Inti's still pretty good. How is mine collapsed? It's in my sideboard, that's how good it is. No Zeldan, no Revoker. You can tell that there's no Revoker because I didn't add it to my deck when I was sideboarding. I have never watched sumo wrestling. It seems like it'd be a sweet thing to watch in person, but I'm not huge on wrestling in general. I could Inti and Bone Crusher this turn. Maybe that's better. Couple options here. Activating Currency Converter does draw me a card with Inti. But having the 2/2 in play is pretty nice with this Hellrider hum. Representing an extra 3 damage. Alright, it's kind of seeming like we need the extra card now. Find an answer to our own hanger back, basically. Could work out really well. Oh my god, I almost misclicked it again. How is that so fucking easy? Yeah, losing Hellrider is a big bummer for our damage output, but the Pirate Spellbomb is an answer to Hangerback. Just not the best answer, right? I'll be right back, folks. It's cute. An emergency poop? No. I was just no-stirring a plate of delicious food because I wasn't hungry. Sacrilege, I know. So we've successfully lived another couple of turns. It would have been real nice if we'd found a better answer to the Hangerback, huh? Where we could get more tokens. One of the issues here is that we did give up the Embercleave and the Hellrider, both of which are, like, really nice ways to two-shot an opponent from this spot. I do think the opponent needs to answer the other Thopter. If they're going to win here. We have a lot of damage in play. Can you imagine Embercleave on that Sir Ginger? That feels like super duper fucking lethal, huh? Play Bombardiers, serve all. Double pump the Raptor. They chump Sir Ginger. You chuck the Raptor at their face, that's another 6. So the Raptor by itself is 8 plus 6 is 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You could throw NT at Courser. It's the same, though, because then you're losing out on the NT damage. Like if you send the Raptor at their face, that's 6 damage. If you throw NT at Courser, you're losing out on 2 damage from the NT connecting. And then you're missing out on the throwing at 8, so that's 8 damage you're losing with that line. And the best the Courser can do is block Sir Ginger, which is only 6 damage here. Does that make sense? Did I do the math right? A 76 zombie only deals 2 damage. 2 damage is not enough to kill a Courser. It is also not as much as dealing 6 damage to the opponent. Broadside adds 2 damage. It does. So 0 plus 2. It's casting cost. So if I sack a zombie token, it's 2 damage. It's 0. It's the same as sacking a Mana Crypt. Nice. They did pretty fast 2020 there. We pulled it off, though. You like Revoker over Soul Guide? I could see that. Soul Guide cantripping is kind of nice, but it's not really hitting anything. Just one more answer to Mana Dorks. Had a pretty fast 20 damage. Yeah, they went from 20 to 0, right? That was pretty great. It made me feel a little bit better about having to bin like the Embercleave and stuff earlier. I guess we just win. Shieldbreaker is another way to crack our own Hangerback Walker. But we have like Shrapnel Blast and Breas and Broadside to sack it. I think we're okay. Mind Collapse would be another freeway. Maybe Mind Collapse is better than FTK. I actually buy that. Based on how we've been playing out. Love this opener. I did say that errant, and I stand by it. That doesn't mean that there's not spots for cards, right? Labor very specifically, curving out, and then on the last turn, you can use it to like sack your land to kill Courser. But it's a pretty atrocious answer to a turn 1 Noble Hierarch. Pretty rancid. But FTK also doesn't do that. It's weird how people hear a comment like, yeah, that card's bad, and take it to mean that card is unplayable in every situation and you should never consider it. It's like, that's not what I said, though. That's not... Why are you being obtuse? Jumped on the person asking the question. I answered their question, friend. I told them what I thought about the card. Jesus Christ. And now you're like riding me for giving my opinion. This is an awkward spot. I want to draw cards with Breas. I got like sack Mutt and bring him back. But then I'm like giving up damage. What'd they Seeker for? Green Sun. I just feel like we could be doing more damage-wise. This deck is a lot of fun, for sure. I feel pretty good about that. They got a Green Sun Zenith with Spellseeker. The song is by Battle Juice. We had a song request for Battle Juice a couple tracks back. It's been auto-playing. Well, that's a lot of damage. GG. I suppose. I really want to Bone Crusher that halfling, but I also want to play my things, so I'm going to do that. I might say no here. Just no. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, Satera. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I didn't know I was going to have enough damage until my turn anyway. But I was worried about you having an answer for a Thopter. I'm clearing me the next turn. Bombardier is a hell of a card, yeah. It's a real one. Am I just supposed to attack this Grist down to 1? Am I supposed to kill the halfling? What do... Yeah, I think pressuring Grist makes sense there. Another Pyrite Spellbomb can finish off this Grist if we needed to. Wouldn't need another red source here. We have a lot of activated abilities. I'm really glad we scooped this Karn. Card's sweet. These artifact aggro strats. Nice, I got my wish. And the Liberator can just do the block sack thing here. Would love to get groovy with that Bowman Courier, but we needed our other red for the Pyrite. QB? QB's a clean answer to Karn, huh? I almost want to bring the Mutt back and sack that, but we can sack the Thopter, that's fine. Yeah, I guess I do that now. You despise Questing Beast? Questing Beast is fine. I could sack this Construct token to draw a card, but I think I want to leave it in play. Ancestral Recall, okay. Currently no blue for them, but still not a card you want to see, huh? Get in there, Hellrider. Yeah, all the tricks with Inti, huh? Been pretty slick. Love that double block on their part. Letting them take 9 is awful tempting, too. Probably getting the Courser off the board. There's some value in that. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Commando Zeko, thanks 86 months. Commando says, sup, my dude. Inject this cube directly into my veins. Hell yeah. And then we still had the Dragon Engine. That was going to come back next turn. Draw more cards, trigger more Inti more times. Mind Collapse doesn't hit walkers, does it? It does hit walkers. Yeah, Grist. So FTK is usually better against this sort of deck, where you want to kill their thing and then have a creature attacking. But I could see it letting me clear Grist conveniently. Rampaging? I don't think Rampaging fits. You just gotta cut a card that's too synergistic. Like, Revoker's an artifact, so we can cut the Lantern and still have our artifact stuff work pretty clean. And we didn't really see a card for Shieldbreaker, so we can cut Shieldbreaker for the Arc Trail. But then if you're going to bring in Ferocodon or Mind Collapse, you kind of have to make cuts for them, right? I would much rather FTK a Courser, especially if I need to attack through some bodies afterwards. We're not like balled out racing like we were against the Dark Depths opponent. But I could see a world where Mind Collapse lets me just clear the Grist and removes that headache. Could cut Shrapnel Blast. Shrapnel Blast is so much fun, though. Oh, you liked Ferocodon versus Life Gain. Sure. Yeah, they had a little bit, right? It wasn't like just Courser. Yeah, I think I need more than just Courser. Ferocodon's also good against like their tokens, right? That's what I thought you were saying. I did beat the Dark Depths opponent. And they made Dark Depths very consistently, too. We had to block with some 1/1s and stuff. It was a sick match. Yeah, I'm going to submit this. Yeah, we almost had a real sick Embercleave game earlier. Where we had that Sir Ginger card. And it got up to like a 7/5 or something. We had to bin the Embercleave, though. In our frantic looting. Would I love FTK if he was a Sandworm? Absolutely not. Another Planeswalker there. Yavimaya saving me a little bit of damage. That's awkward as shit. The draw's so much better this game. We can trade off with their shit, but it, like, we lose so much value. It's pretty painful. No, I can't play this thing. Kind of cute though, huh? Get the damage on the Golos first so the trample over can matter and kill the Ren. I think we're just going to lose to this field anyway, but at least we got these cards off the board. And we lost our sweet in team. Punish for the Academy discard? Not really. Like, the other line, the only way we play it is, what, discarding the Seasoned Pyromancer? Like, this is, like, not correct, right? Like, I would rather have the Seasoned Pyromancer than that card I just discarded, or than the card we lost, the Revoker. I think we can pack the triplets. Just not a card we're in a spot where we can grind through it here. What's the use case for Yavimaya? Well, they just packed a Pain Land against Mono Red and didn't take any damage. So that's pretty good. But there's also a bunch of forest synergy cards in the cube, right? Like Raphaelos. The Field of the Dead gets a tap for green. People play Yavimaya in Modern for that, right? So that they can play their triple green for Chord or what have you. Knight of the Reliquary sacrifices forests. Pretty good with Yavimaya. Nissa's another one. Yeah, there's so many, actually. Even on my opponent's board there, and like it was a forest that didn't actually have the name forest, so it was better with their field, We've seen another Planeswalker out of them. Frostodons, I guess it's good versus... The creatures they played that game are very good against FDK. Bunch of 3/5 shit. So I guess I would rather have Mind Collapse there. Looking at Ferocidon and thinking about the field spitting out 2/2s. Could be good there. Mind Collapse is coming in. It's coming in for a few different reasons. Mostly the walkers, but yeah, it also hits Golos cleanly. I just don't know what we're cutting for the Ferocidon, Maybe Bone Crusher. That card's so good. Molesville. Keepsville. Gonna bin the Shrapnel Blast out of this hand, I think. Maybe I'm supposed to bin the Rampaging. Or the Yinteen. I could see binning one of those too. Because we can turn 1, play one of them, and then turn 2, play the Karn. So then, like, when am I playing the other one? Shrapnel Blast reps a lot of damage. My fingers were on the wrong keys. I was like, why isn't my F6 working? Because I was hitting F7. Perfect. Yeah, beautiful Mana Crypt deck. I'm not going to discard here. I'm just going to play Karn. I don't know, Mutant didn't do anything for me. It wasn't like an intentional thing. My fingers were on the wrong keys. I literally only use F2 and F6. So I keep my pinky on F2 when I'm playing. I keep my pointer finger on F6. There's use cases for using F8. And if I have F6 accidentally, then I can like panic hit F5 or F3, which undoes it. One of those also undoes your stops if you want to. If you'd set some like auto yields and you want to undo them. I'm almost always just F2 and an F6 in. Poppin' Karn, sure, valid. One of those little mini programmable keyboards so I can put the important keys in a comfier spot? Nah. I'm used to this. Done it for years. I like it. No need to change. I like my keyboard. This tiny little thing. Well, we've solved the red mana issue. Yeah, I've heard of people doing that, Dragon Lord, putting yes and okay on the side mouse buttons. The only mouse button I ever remember to use is the scroll wheel. I'm pretty useless with it. Well, that's terrible for me. Makes Chris answering the Karn earlier so much better, huh? If I still had a Walker chillin', I'd be in a really good spot. The Fire Confluence is currently uncastable. The opponent is only in 12, right? It's not like a truly dead card here. What's our best draw? Dragon Engine? Maybe Brea's, maybe Broadside. Stuff like that. That's true, Bears ate my family. Pretty real against like a field exploration deck. The fact that they had to sack a land to balance. Okay. So they're shuffling away their top. They might be searching up that artifact 5-drop hum. Because one more land, they play, go get field. Gives me a lot to deal with. You think they're tuning for top? Just use the demonic toot as a shuffle effect. When they had one already. I don't think that's likely. Yeah, Broadside would be sick, actually. Could do like 4 damage immediately. So I would love to Fiery Confluence their face, but I think I want to chill in case they play Golos. It's the name of the 5-drop thing, right? Ren and 6? Just to rebuy fetches here? I don't know about all that. I think they want to advance their board state. If I drawn a land, I would have wanted to discard it to the NT mark. If I drawn a mountain for turn. And I was going to play the Karn that turn, so it's not like I could, like... They found top again. Great. Well, now an FTK would be a great draw. That balance was so brutal. The D2 for Courser line looks like it's really working out. Yeah, I like Gunship. Played a few tonight. Oh well. Frustrating game. The deck was playing so clean right up to this finals. Both games that we lost felt like super winnable too, until they didn't. Or that's not true. I got browned. The first loss. The deck felt so different than the first one, right? And then this game was feeling closer to the first one until that balance showed up, reset things. And then our draws post balance were pretty lackluster. Well, they had top to feed them stuff. Bummerooski. Yeah, this Fable would have been insane like 5 turns ago, but not enough now, huh? Hey, cheers, Aaron. Thanks for the $5. Yeah, I've had so many sweet, like, what I thought were potentially good 3-0 decks